morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So in the previous lectures or videos we are just going to the chapter number 6, that is conservation of plants and animals. Okay students, in that first of all we have seen the biodiversity. So what is biodiversity? The variety of organisms which lives on earth, then it is known as its biodiversity. And then we have seen the some of the points due to which there is loss of biodiversity. But before the loss of biodiversity we have seen the species. So first of all we will discuss what is species. There are how many different types of species we have seen in this chapter? We have seen three different types of species. See here, 40 species. First of all, the natural environment of a plant or animal where it lives it is the definition of habitat. Naturally and multiplies is called its habitat. And species refers to a group or a class of animals or plants that have common permanent features and characteristics that separate them from other groups. Okay students, see here, first was endemic species. So what are they? Endemic species. See here, species that are found in certain geographical areas are called endemic species. Means these endemic species are species which are only found at some of the certain areas, not at all. See here, we can see that Asiatic lion is only seen in the Gir, in Sasan Gir, and one horn rhino, it is only seen in Assam. Yes, it is only seen in Assam. And the Asiatic lion is seen in Gir National Park. Okay students, these are known as endemic species. Next we have seen was extinct species. Extinct species means which the species is not right now. Okay students, all these habitats are just dead. See here, dinosaurs are also to have lived once on the earth thousands of years ago. Species of plants and animals that are no longer found anywhere on the earth are called extinct species. Then we go to the endangered species. What is endangered species? The species which are only few left to their species. Okay students, the species there are only few left, okay, not more. Then these are known as endangered species. See here, I am reading that endangered species are those species that are at high risk of getting extinct in their habitat. Okay students, see here, Nilgiri tahar, the lion-nailed macaca, the Royal Bengal tiger are examples of endangered species. See here, there are only few left of Nilgiri tahar, lion-tailed macaca and Royal Bengal tiger. You can see the pictures over here. And next we have seen was loss of biodiversity. See, how is the loss of biodiversity? First of all, there was deforestation. How the deforestation? Just therefore the loss of biodiversity. So as the deforestation occurs, in deforestation what the people do? They just cut off the forest area and just they build up some new things over there for their benefits. Okay students, this is the deforestation. What? The forest area is been cutted. Okay students, and there the other things are to be grown. Okay students, then what happens? These forest area is cutted, and in that area which species, like some of the insects, some of the birds, some of the animals which live on that trees, their home will be destroyed. Okay students, so and that wood which we cut trees and get we woods, that is used as, see here, timber and wood requirement. This is one of the main reason why trees are felled on a large scale. People use wood for making furniture, doors and windows, paper, spoon, chopstick, pencils, etc. Okay, students, from that trees, what they make, these all things. See here, furniture, doors, windows, paper, spoons, chopstick, pencils. Okay, students, and overgrazing. See, what is overgrazing? When animals graze at one area more and more, then these this grass will come out and no other grass or anything else can be grown over there. See here, when cattle graze on a certain patch of land over an extended period of time, that particular part of the grass floor get damaged and further grasses do not grow there. Due to overgrazing of the cattle, they eat more and more, and another time the grass will not grow over there. Then comes the population increase. So, how does what it affects on the loss of biodiversity? As the population increases, what happens? Population as increases, the requirement of these things which is made from the wood, then it is increases. Okay, students, and also the factories increases. Due to the factories, the harmful gases are just released in the atmosphere. So, this harmful gas don't convert this carbon dioxide into oxygen. Why? The trees are getting less over these days. Okay, students, see here I am reading that an increasing human population has led to an increasing demand of agricultural land for growing food as well as clearing forests to meet housing and other development needs. Deforestation has had many far-reaching negative effects on the environment. Okay, students, some of the points of the deforestation of negative effects that are roots of the trees helps to bind the soil particles together. When trees are destroyed, soil is left loose and get easily carried away by strong winds and moving water. This leads to the loss of fertility topsoils over a period of time. The soil loses its fertility and start resembling the soil of desert. See here, as the trees and all the things are cutted, the roots which just bind the soils particles, and these particles will not be bind by the roots as we cut the trees, and what will happen? The strong wind and water can move this soil away. Okay, students, and this soil is converted into desert soil. When trees are cut down in large numbers, many animals and birds also lose their homes. This led to decreasing fauna. As we cut down the trees, the birds which have made their home on the trees get destroyed. Okay, students, forests are called the lungs of the earth because the trees and plants growing in forest absorb carbon dioxide and gives off oxygen during photosynthesis process. When trees are cut down in large numbers, the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere increase, thus disturbing the balance of virtual gas. The increase in carbon dioxide levels also leads to an increase in the temperature of the earth. See here, these forests are called the lungs of the earth. Why? Because it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen. We all know that our human body inhales the oxygen and excretes the carbon dioxide, and these trees, that carbon dioxide is inhaled and excrete the oxygen in the photosynthesis process. So, the trees are known as forests are known as the lungs of the earth. Okay, students, and if we are cutting these trees, then what will happen? The carbon dioxide gas in atmosphere will increase and it will cause an increase in temperature of the earth. Okay, students, Trees also help in causing rainfall by releasing water vapor during transmission. A decreased number of trees causes decreased rainfall. As trees are more, then rainfall will be more, but the trees are getting less, so rainfall will also get less. Okay students, next, trees with the help of their roots help to absorb rainwater that falls on the ground. If there are no trees, excessive rainfall will cause floods. See here, what happens when the rain falls, and if there is trees, these water molecules are absorbed by the soil, and roots of these roots of the trees just bind the water and soil, so we can get the underground water. Okay students, and if we cut the trees, the flood chances will increase. See here, population of air, water and land has a long lasting effect on the biodiversity, and it is very harmful. Okay students, climate changes. We all know careless human activities over a prolonged period of time have led to climate change all across the world. This is also leading to many disasters like flood, drought, cyclone, hurricane. Also, those plants and animal species that are able to adjust to these changes survive, and others disappear over time. Killing of animals. People kill many species of animals for meat and other parts. See here, we all know just killing of animal is banned, and also in some of the area this is just banned, and strict rules are there for that. And in previous video, what we have seen, see, conservation of biodiversity, in that what we have to increase the forest area and just develop the wildlife sanctuaries and natural parks. Okay students, so what here we have seen all these table, I am telling it again, please read this table. Okay students, it can be asked in the exam also. Okay students, and I have given this less answers, and now we have just seen the setting up of zoos, setting up the botanical gardens, and recycling of paper. So in zoos, what are zoos? In zoos, the animals are kept in the cages for the public display. And in what? Botanical garden, in zoos, the animals are, different types of animals are there, and in botanical garden different types of plants are there. Okay students, then after we have seen the recycling of paper. So in that we have seen that reduce, reuse and recycle, these 3 R's over there. Okay students, and next organizations involved in conservation. See here, which organizations are involved in the conservation of the biodiversity. Let us see. Several governments and non-government organisms at the international, national and local levels are involved deeply into organization awareness program to protect wildlife and forest. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, is a conservation organization that is involved in checking the conservation status of plants and animal species across the world. IUCN takes out list of species that are under their threat in its book called IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. This list is mainly made to focus the attention of the people towards conservation plants and animal species whose numbers are declining. And IUCN also takes out the Red Data Book, which brings out a list of rare species and species that are in danger of extinction. The blue whale, African elephant, sea turtle, Bengal tiger are some of the few animals listed in the Red Data Book as threatened species. In India, some non-government organizations, NGOs, are also helping the government in their conservation efforts. Some NGOs work at the spreading awareness among pupils, while some work towards ensuring that the rules and regulations set up by the government are well implemented and enforced strictly for the needs of conservation. Some NGOs focus on running programs to do field work and survey for restoring habitat. Okay students, these are some of the non-governments and government and some of the international just unions which are just publishing a red data book, and in that some of the endangered species list is are done, so that people can just get know that which species are in danger. Okay students, next point of this is some of the famous Indian conservation programs of recent past have been Project Tiger, Van Mahotsav and Chipko movement. See here, there is an case study of Project Tiger. Okay students, and here I am reading that case study of the Project Tiger, and then after we will finish this chapter. One of the largest conservation program of its time, Project Tiger was launched in April 1973. The main idea behind the project was to identify and create a list of sites that were natural habitats of tigers and then devising ways of restoring them. Sites were identified as tiger reserved in a variety of regions all over India. In the beginning, 9 such reserves were identified: Manas in Assam, Paluma, Bihar, Silimipal, Orissa, Corbett, Uttar Pradesh, Kahna, Madhya Pradesh, Melghat, Maharashtra, Bandipur, Karnataka, Ratnambore, Rajasthan and Sundarban, West Bengal. Plants and animals were protected in these sites with a physiological of do nothing to interfere with nature. Over the years, the project has helped in the recovery of the habitat and consequent increase in the tiger population in the reserve areas. Due to the undisturbed forest vegetation, a good prey base has also been established, as other wild animals have also increased in numbers in these areas. Okay students, see here, we have just finished the chapter number 6, conservation of plants and animals, and in the previous video I have told about that you have to find out the answers of MCQ, fill in the blanks. Okay students, just I am writing that answers on the board and just verify your answer. See here, we are starting the exercise. Exercise question 1, that is MCQ. So first MCQ, which of these an endemic species of India? Which of these is an endemic species of India? What will be there? Asiatic lion. The first answer is D, that is Asiatic lion. Second, reading that which of these best describes a botanical gardens? So, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, zoo of plants or forest reserve. So, in the second it will come, that is zoo of plant. So, in the second it will be C, that is zoo of plants. Okay students, zoo of plants. Next, third one, which of these has contributed towards the loss of biodiversity? Deforestation, destruction of habitat or pollution, or all of this? See here, in third the answer will be all of these, that is D, all of this. Now going to fourth one, which of these wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, protects the tiger. Bandhavgarh, that is for tiger. Kahana, that is for tiger. And Jim Corbett, Corbett is also for the tiger. So in this, what will be the answer? Fourth, also D, all of this. Okay students, going to fifth. Which of these is an endangered species? See here, dodo, dinosaur, Asiatic lion, or all of this. See, in this fifth one, the answer is C, Asiatic lion. Asiatic lion. Please write down the answer, students. Have you write down the answer, students? Going to the question number 2, that is fill in the blanks. Question 2, fill in the blank. Fill in the blanks. See here, first one. A dash is a group of organisms have common permanent characteristics and features. See here, in that the first answer will be species. First answer is species. Now going to the second one. A natural area where an organism thrives and multiplies naturally is termed its habitat. Second one is habitat. Habitat. Going to the third one, dash of plants helps to bind the soil particles together. So which part, roots or stems? So in that comes roots. Third one comes roots. Okay. Fourth one, poaching refers to dash hunting of animals, legal or illegal. So in this comes legal. Sorry, fourth one, I just read the fifth one. Fourth one is dash on the forest land is also causing deforestation, that is overgrazing, not overplanting. Overgrazing. Overgrazing. Okay students, next is fifth one, that is poaching refers to dash, that is illegal. Illegal. Sixth one, that is dash takes out list of threatened species in its red book data. So in that sixth one, that is IUCN. Okay students, IUCN. Next is seventh one, that is hunting of animals is illegal in dash in all forest के natural parks, that is natural parks. And Eighth one, dash is conservation program being organized by the government of the India, One Mahotsav or IUCN. So in that, in 8th comes One Mahotsav. One Mahotsav. So these are the answers of MCQ and question number 2, fill in the blanks. And in question C, answer the following question. In that you have to just question 3, answer the following. Questions. You have to just cut the question number 2. You have to just cut the question number 2. Okay students, and then after you have to find out this answer and you have to write down in your fair book. You just have to write the question answers in your fair book, and in this MCQ and fill in the blanks you can just take the answers in the textbook. Okay students, so in your fair book you have to write down this all questions, and when our school starts then I will take all fair book and just see what you have written. Okay students, please write down these answers. And now write down your today's homework. So your today's homework is that is write question answers in your fair book. Okay students, and up till then stay safe, stay home. Okay, bye students.